So my opponents are about to feel the burn, and it's not from a spicy snack. I know it's been a little while since I've posted. As you can tell, I'm still dying a little from allergies, so apologies for my voice. Sound very nasally and it's just ugh. However, I did want to keep on posting for y'all, so if y'all can excuse the way I sound, I'm still gonna deliver and give y'all some videos. Today we're taking Fire Kings back to locals, and it's about to get hotter than the dragon's breath. Now, I attended a 3v3 OTS case tournament this past weekend, and we did pretty decent with the build. However, I'm going to make some changes and I'm going to be adding the Snake Eye cards in. And I know for the build, it has been mostly budget, but I finally got my hands on some wanteds. The only issue is it wasn't a playset. I've only got two, so to replace the third one, we're using a 1-for-1. Now let's blaze a trail to locals and see if Fire Kings can turn up the heat. We just might set the place on fire with enthusiasm. Give me your best fire pun in the comments below. I'm actually curious to see how many of these we can come up with. Alright, but seriously though, enough with the puns. It's time to duel. But before we head to locals, I wanted to introduce the Twin Lion Shinobi deck box. It fits up to 150 double sleeve cards with 2 compartments, one for your deck and one for your side deck. The flip open lid features Hinata art in regal purple and mint, along with a built-in dice tray. Pre-orders are now open, so order yours today. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, let's see if Fire Kings can actually reign supreme. First round is against Cubic Diabellstar Snake Eye Eldritch. So first round, our opponent will start by activating Cubic Dharma, using the draw effect by sending one card normal from his hand. Dusa, activating the effect, but I will negate it with an Ash. He'll use Cubic Karma, effect Engrave, to add 1 Cubic monster from deck to hand, adding another Dusa. Our opponent will then set 1 and pass. We're going to start our turn in the draw phase with Wanted to add the Witch. We're then going to summon the Witch and then use her effect. Our opponent will then negate with a Forbidden Droplet, sending Eldritch from his hand for cost. We don't have a follow-up, so I'm going to go ahead and pass right here. He's going to start his turn with a Snake Eye Ash, using the effect to add a Kurikara. He'll then summon the Golden Lord, sending his continuous spell to summon himself out. Next will be Snake Eye Ash's effect to send 2 to grave to summon Flamberge. He'll then put my Witch in the spell trap zone and then attack for 6500 and pass. I'm going to normal summon Ponix, and he's going to chain Flamberge to summon my Witch to his field. I'll be adding Sanctuary off of Ponix, and then he's going to be setting Wanted off the Witch on a separate chain. I'll activate Sanctuary, placing the field spell, and then use the effect of Island, popping Ponix and adding Garunix. I'll use Garunix's effect to summon, followed by his on-summon effect, popping Kieran in deck, then using Kieran's effect to summon out Ponix and popping Flamberge. I'll use Kieran in hand to pop Ponix, and then going into Eternity, using the effect to pop monsters on the board except Golden Lord. I'll activate Talons to take his Eldritch and use the effect to pop his Wanted and attack for 7000. I'll then link it to Little Knight and banish his Eldritch from grave and pass. I'm going to add Ponix back to hand in his standby phase, and then he's going to normal summon Dusa and use the effect. I'll then chain SP to banish both our monsters. He'll be sending a Unification to grave, and then he'll pass turn. We'll start with Sinful Spoils, sending Sanctuary to summon out Snake Eye Ash, and then using Ash's effect to add Ponix. I'll normal summon Ponix and then add Circle. Then I'll use Ash's effect, sending Ponix and him to grave to special summon Flamberge. I'll use the effect of Flamberge to put his monster into the spell trap zone, and we have game. So game 2, he's going to start his turn with Foolish Burial Goods, sending Unification to the grave. He's then going to normal summon Snake Eye Ash, using the effect to add Kurikara. On resolution, I'm going to activate Droll, to which he chains Called By, and I'm going to activate another Droll. On resolution, he's going to activate Cubic Karma. He's then going to use the Snake Eye Ash's effect, sending 2 face-up cards to summon out Flamberge. He'll use the effect to put Ash in the spell trap zone and then pass turn. We'll start our turn with summoning out Fenrir and then normal summoning Arvada. We'll then use the effect of Fenrir to add Riceheart and then special summon out Riceheart. We'll move to battle and attack with Fenrir and then using the effect. He'll then chain his Flamberge effect, summoning out Ash and using the effect adding another Ash. Flamberge will get banished face down, and I will redeclare attack over Ash with Fenrir, and then attacking with the rest of my monsters. I'll set one, pass. He'll start with an imperm on my Fenrir. Then he'll use Karma's Grave effect to add a cubic monster. He'll then normal summon Dusa and use the effect, but I chain with imperm. He'll activate Wave to boost the attack of Dusa and half the attack of Fenrir, which he will then go to battle phase and attack over my Fenrir. I'll start by sending Riceheart to Grave, summoning out Witch, and I'll use her effect to set Sinful Spoils. I'll activate it, sending Witch to summon out Ash. I'll use his effect to add Ponix and then normal summon him using the effect to add Sanctuary. I'll use Snake Eye Ash's effect to send Ponix and itself to summon out Flamberge. I'll then use Flamberge's effect to set his monster in the spell trap zone and then use the effect of Island to pop Flamberge, adding Garunix. Then it'll be chaining 1 Garunix, chaining 2 Flamberge. On summon, I'll use Garunix effect to pop Kirin and then use Kirin effect to bring out Arvada. I'll go to battle phase and we have game. Round 2, we're going against Trap Trick. Game 1, I'll start by summoning out Fenrir and then activate Sanctuary, placing Island. Then going to use Fenrir's effect to add Riceheart. I'll then use Island's effect to pop Riceheart, adding Garunix and using his effect to summon. On summon, we'll use Garunix's effect and he'll chain effect Vither, to which we have the Kirin to save us. We'll pop Barong and then I'll use Talents to look at his hand and rip one. I'll set one and on his standby phase, I'll add Kirin. He'll normal summon and use the effect, but I'll negate with imperm. And on resolution, I'll use Fenrir's effect to banish it face down, giving us the win. In game 2, he was able to set up his board with some back row set. I'll start by activating a 1-for-1, sending a draw from my hand, and I'll summon out Ash. I use the effect to add Ponix. I'll then normal summon Ponix and use the effect to add Circle. I'll then activate Sanctuary and place Island. On resolution, he's going to activate Holitea, which will then trigger Sarah's effect on another chain to summon out Mermelio, and use the effect to pop a spell or trap targeting Island. I'll then protect Island by popping Garunix in my hand. I'll use Snake Eye Ash's effect, sending itself and Ponix to bring out Flamberge, and then use his effect to put Rafflesia in the spell trap zone. I'll pop Flamberge with Island to add Kirin, then use Flamberge and Garunix's effect to summon. He'll negate and burn with Gravedigger's Trap Hole, and Garunix on summon will pop Kirin. I'll use the effect of Kirin, but he chains Bell. I'll use Circle to pop Garunix and bring out Flamberge, attacking over Mermelio. I'll set one and then activate Talons to draw 2. I'll activate Wanted to search for the Witch and then pass turn. In his draw phase, I'll use Flamberge effect to bring out his Rafflesia to my side of the field. He'll link summon and then on summon, I'll use Kirin in hand. I'll then use both Garunix and Flamberge effect. He'll then activate Floodgate Trap Hole and I'll activate all of the effects, ending the chain with the Fire King Skyburn. He'll bring out Dionea and use the effect, but I'll negate with Arvada. He'll then summon out Mermelio and pops my Sanctuary. He'll then Xyz summon into Abyss Dweller, use the effect, and then attack. He then goes into Zeus and wipes my board. He'll Prosperity for 3 and set the Holitea. On my turn, I'm going to activate Cosmic Cyclone and normal summoning our Ponix using the effect to add Sanctuary. We'll activate Cosmic Cyclone and normal summon Ponix using the effect to add Sanctuary and basically go combo here to attack for game. Round 3 of the tournament was a mirror match, and it was a 30-minute match of just non-stop back and forth. I was misplayed and he was asking me questions about what my cards do. Needless to say, I ended up winning game 1, but in game 2, he made me go first and use Spooky Dogwood when I used the effect of Sinful Spoils, resulting the match in a tie. And because it was a tie there were no more rounds and we ended up getting second place. So first place ended up being Runic Orcus, which was ran by our friend Frank. So although we didn't get first place, we're not letting our flame flicker out. Securing second place is still a blazing achievement. So stay fired up and we'll see you next time.